Hi, my name's Nikki. I'm from the Physical Activity Specialist team at Medway Council Public Health. Just before we start, just a couple of safety checks. Please make sure you've got a good clear area around you. We don't want any trip hazards. Make sure you're in a well-lit, well-ventilated room, and it's always a really good idea to have a telephone somewhere near you just in case you need it. Also, always have a little bottle of water handy and do take little sips of water as we go through the workout. So, are we ready to start? So now we're going to do sit to stand, and this is a really important functional movement. We need to get in and out of chairs all the time, so it's part of a daily activity. So it's important we keep these muscles strong. So we're going to start the movement, first of all, by moving off the back of the chair. So I'm just going to hip roll forward. And then I'm going to plant my feet hip width apart and sit with a nice tall spine. Before we go into the stand position, we can do some little practice moves. So we can start with just swinging the arms. And when you're ready, try taking both arms out at the same time. So get as if you're almost going to take yourself up out of the chair. Just gently rocking forward. And when you feel ready, we're going to take that into the whole movement. So just remember, feet planted, spine nice and tall, and from here we're just going to swing and lift into a standing position. We now need to sit back down into the chair, so it's really important that you step back so you can feel the chair on the back of your legs, so you know where it is. So I can feel the chair, and I'm now going to go back into the seated position using my arms again. And we're ready to do the next one. So again, hip roll forward, plant the feet, swing the arms into that standing position. Well done. We're going to go straight into the next exercise now, which is our heel raises. So I'm just going to turn the chair round, just so I can hold on to it for some stability. Now you could use a kitchen worktop or a table or any sturdy piece of furniture that you feel that you've got to rest your hands on. So, just nice long spine again, standing tall. And what I'm going to do is just lift my heels to make myself go upwards. So, I'm not going to go forwards or back, just straight up. So you can repeat this up to 10 times. You can also start to hold the position a little bit longer, up to 5 seconds, just to really feel the muscles working in the lower legs. Well done. So this next exercise is to strengthen up the lower front of the leg. And this exercise is particularly important if you're prone to tripping. If the muscle at the front of the leg or your shin isn't strong enough, your toe can drop and that can cause a tripping action. So this is a really important functional exercise for us to do. I'm going to demonstrate it leaning against the wall. So nice safe wall behind you. Make sure your shoulder blades and your bottom stay in contact with the wall. And I'm just going to walk my feet out a little way. Okay, so not too far, but just so my feet are slightly out in front. And then keeping my tummy in, my shoulders down, I'm going to lift my toes up as high as I can and slow and controlled back down. And again, lift up, a bit higher, and slow and controlled back down. And you can do this around about 5 to 10 times in each session. And you can start thinking about holding it a little bit longer each time you lift. Well done. This exercise is called an aerobic exercise. So this gets our heart rate moving a little bit more and gets you nice and warmed. So I'm just going to demonstrate this using the chair for some support. Marching on the spot. Shoulders back, tummies in, and off we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an arm swing with this. So try and make the arm swing as big as you can. Now if it's too difficult, you can make the movement smaller, and if you feel you're ready, we can make that movement much bigger. Holding onto the chair with the other arm all the time, just for stability. And I'm going to turn round nice and slowly to do the other side. And add the arm swing. We would do this for around about 30 seconds each side. And gradually you can build up. Well done. Another exercise that's really good to help improve balance and strength is a side leg swing. So I'm going to use a chair to hold on to, and I'm going to demonstrate the side leg swing. Always using the leg furthest from the chair. Make sure you're standing nice and upright and your tummy is in, and I'm going to lift the leg and just come forward and out behind. Forward and out behind. And again, we're going to aim for around 10 on each leg. And just work in your own comfort zone. Now I'm going to swap sides. Now when you swap sides, do it slowly. You don't want you going dizzy as you go round. So nice and slowly round in the other direction. So again, around about 10 on this leg, and gradually building up if you can, and thinking about how far you go with that movement as well. Well done. So this next exercise is our chest strengthening exercise. I'm going to be doing it against a wall. You can do it on a sturdy kitchen worktop. If you have a very solid piece of furniture, that's fine too, but the wall's normally the safest bet. So I'm going to just stand and face the wall with my hands at about shoulder height and distance apart. My feet are hip width or shoulder width apart. And I'm just going to travel my nose towards the wall and then push back to the start position. If you want to make it harder, you can step back a little bit. And of course, easier would be to come closer. Try to make sure you keep a nice flat back while you're doing these exercises. Don't let your tummy come towards the wall before your chest. So this is a really important exercise for in our day-to-day activity. We might be pushing or pulling something. So to keep these exercises strong is functional and useful. Also it helps with our posture. It helps to bring the shoulders back and down and our head up. And this is particularly important for balance and to reduce the risk of falls. Okay, we're nearly there. We're just going to start slowing it down now, and we're going to finish with one balance exercise, and then we're going to go into some seated stretches. The balance exercise is called single leg stand. I'm going to demonstrate by turning sideways on and holding onto the chair for support. Shoulders are back, tummy's in, and knees stay level. And from this position, just take your heel out behind and hold, build up to around 10 seconds. And change. Make sure your shoulders are back and your tummy's in. And you can repeat that up to 5 times. Well done. We're just going to finish with a few stretches now. Make sure you're sitting on a nice secure chair with a wall behind you and you feel secure. Again, try not to slump into the chair while you're doing the stretches. So the first one is a chest stretch, and I'm going to take my hands and grab the back of the chair and lift your rib cage, and at the same time take some nice deep breaths and release. And one more. And release. And we'll hold each of these stretches for around 10 to 15 seconds. It really is up to you how long you hold it for. And you can repeat these through the day. I'm going to hip roll forward now. We're going to do a nice leg stretch. So this time I'm going to slide one leg forward. This leg is securely planted, foot nice and flat on the floor. I'm going to take both hands onto that bent leg and lift tall and travel forward. And you're going to feel a nice stretch coming down through the back of the leg. And just hold it for as long as you feel comfortable and come back up. I'm going to do it on the other side. So this time my hands are on the bent knee this side. Extend the leg out, sit tall, travel forward and feel that lovely stretch down through the back of the leg. Make sure you're not holding your breath while you're doing any of these stretches. The last stretch is for our calves on the back of our legs. So holding onto the chair if you feel more secure, you're going to slide one leg out in front and you're going to bring the toe back as if you was bringing it all the way back to your knee. And really pull it back and you'll feel that lovely stretch through the lower part of the leg. And hold it. And change legs. Just slide the leg forward, sit tall and bring the toe back as far as you can. A little bit more if you can manage it. And relax. And well done.